17 and a half weeks, 18 weeks by the time this comes out. Out from the Alberta Open, my road to Excalibur. Got a new program, just finished this one up yesterday. So today will be the first day running through that. The shitty part was having to incorporate 2 separate leg days throughout the week because my last split was really nice. Like hitting chest 3 times a week, 2 full push days, 2 full pull days, 1 leg day. But I gotta kind of like work things in for maintenance now to make sure that I don't lose tissue in my legs over the next, you know. I can lose some of my quads. Losing some of my quads, you know, would actually probably benefit me, but. All right, so first exercise we're doing, okay, actually, right from the get, new workout plan. So I'm gonna kind of run through this with you guys, how I like to attack a new workout plan. Instead of just jumping in full-fledged and being like, all right, I'm gonna just fucking hammer my fucking body, all these new exercises, kind of take it a little bit easier. Like I'm saying, I like to stop 3 or 4 reps shy of failure the whole first week. Kind of acts as like a deload and then gets your body more primed. There will be a couple of sets, like 1 or 2 sets on each day, maybe 1 set per exercise, almost let it get a little bit closer, but it's just kind of feeling shit out. So with the leg curls, we're gonna start with warm-up sets, got a couple of those. It's this blue pad that I have here. I actually have this set up to raise my upper body a little bit more so that my knees can actually, like, so that the tops of my quads actually edge right here and my knees are properly lined up. Helps lift me up and gets me a better contraction of my hamstrings themselves too. Probably just that it's light.
Well, I'm not strong now.
Probably not with your hamstrings, let's be honest.
Yeah, probably.
So, but as I was saying, prep's going pretty good so far. My weight isn't necessarily moving as fast as I would like it to. But like, visibly, I'm getting quite lean. Like, week to week, everything's moving really good so far. So that's really, really good. Again, like I said, 18 weeks out, so it's, you know, lots of fucking time. Weight cap to be under 170 pounds for weigh-ins the day before. I'm expecting what I consider stage weight for myself is actually how much I'm gonna be weighing the minute that I step on stage. So like the week of peak week, and maybe even beforehand if I'm ready ahead of time, what I do is we practice peaking a couple of times and I will kind of like take a visual, like photos and everything of how I look at certain weights. With my last competition, for example, I weighed 164 for the weigh-ins the day before, but I weighed 172 going on stage. Like we knew that I had my best look when I was 172 pounds. And so between like food and water manipulation, we kind of bump it up to there, and that's where we held it, and that's where everything looked the best. So I'm thinking there's a pretty large chance that this year's like the stage weight when I actually go step on stage is going to be closer to about 180 pounds. We'll just have to see how it all goes. But prep's good so far. Easy so far.
Hip thrust. All right. Banded leg press. All right. Table glute kickback. All right. Stand calf race. I fuck with stand calf races. Fucking what day is this? Today sucks.
That's the leg day. It's
the worst day.
Legs and core. Yeah, it is the worst.
What day is that? Saturday or Friday? No, it's Friday. Fucking terrible day. Whoever thought that's fucking dumb as that. Okay, what's this Saturday? Assisted chest dips.
Don't forget to do your good girls, boys. Important. On stage, having like really developed adductors adds so much fucking thickness to your legs. Like when you're here, straight on, it's fine. But then cock those legs out, add that little bit of bend, lets those flare. But then if you grab the ground, you get like really big filling out right in there. You want that gap. You want that gap.
Thigh gap.
You want no gap. You want that gap closed.
God, there was a time when we liked legs. I promise. No, I promise it's real.
There's a lot of doubt, man. I don't think there was ever a time that I enjoyed training legs.
No, there was.
Or you, for that fucking matter.
What?
I don't think there was ever.
I remember liking it, and that's because you also liked it. And then something happened, and we're like,
Well, it's because we were doing squats and deadlifts on the same day.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, we would do deadlifts. I think we would start with squats, then we did deadlifts, then we did hack squat, then we did leg press, then we did leg curls, extensions, adductor, abductor. Yeah, it just sounds awful.
I was going to say, I can't imagine you enjoying that. Cope.
No, but I didn't know anything about programming back then either, so, you know, it's just a matter of like, well, this is what you do. So I did it.
Yep.
It sucked. Made it work, but it's, you know, but like...
Well, it is when you start out, lots of things you could throw at yourself and it'll work, eh?
It's true, especially when it comes to like the gym. Oh, that's one thing that fucks a lot of people actually, is like when they first start coming to the gym, they like change up their program every like 4 to 6 weeks, and when you start coming to the gym, you get like newbie gains. Like, you legitimately get crazy fucking gains when you first start exercising. And so all of these individuals that get used to like doing 4 or 6 week fucking programs, they make all this fast progress on it because you get cranking out all your newbie gains. Then they never stop doing 4 to 6 week programs, so they never actually get past the point of like actual. Once you end with the newbie gains, like you need to start stepping things up and pushing harder, and they never fucking really get past there. Like they plateau so hard. And that's the problem. I don't think I ever enjoyed doing legs. That does make sense. Much better. He likes hearing that too, by the way. Some of the rear delts. You're gonna notice that some of the exercises in the new workout plan have carried over from the last one. Some of them are just like really good fucking movements that have done me really good over the last few months. Feel good, they fit really well in the plan, so I'm sticking with those for now. So loud, man. Ooh, like, we need a lunk alarm. No, I'm just joking. I'm not serious.
Hey, stop making noise, man. We're filming here.
you're right, yeah.
Trying to hit rear delts now. You'll see I'm actually pretty far away. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so that it's, the way that the resistance curve is gonna work, it's actually gonna be harder at lockout. So the closer I am, like laterally to this, it's gonna be hard from here to about here, and then as the cable gets closer to my body, it gets a little bit easier. So what I'm doing instead, I'm actually gonna be behind the cable. If you guys actually check my most recent video, it talks about my rear delts. So I'm actually set this up so that it's harder at lockout right now. Just trying to find the right height for me.
I have no idea.
You got what?
I was not.
No, that's okay. So take, you can hold on to this if you want instead. Okay. And throw your hand at me. There you go. Better. what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cue him to take his rhomboids and his mid traps out of the situation. So it's like if all he's taking is pulling back, his traps, like his mid traps and rhomboids will pull in the shoulder blade, and it'll like make the exercise way easier. Where if we're trying to isolate the rear delt in this case, if we're just thinking like, hey, throw your hand out wide instead of pulling back, then like there's no scapula movement that's kind of supposed to be happening there, and so it'll be all rear delt. And he said it.
Your arm feels weird?
Arm did not. Yeah, it felt good. A lot of discomfort. Like,
Why'd you lower it when you switched? I know you don't feel the same.
So I'm gonna go back to the other end in a sec. I wanted to rest.
Oh. Oh yeah, did you see the new Aurelian Soul? How they gonna change him?
Ice-ish.
His all looks so fucking cool.
I gotta like really go through it all and like.
I very briefly looked at it, but like,
Yeah.
his all like hits the entire map. It's so fucking sick. I don't know if you saw it.
We have a lats video that we've already filmed and everything. You can have that one come out for the weekend after.
Yeah.
But then what I want to do is I want to do a video that's like kind of like lats for beginners.
Okay.
Like, because I have quite a few clients right now that have a hard time engaging to their lats. And most of them are females, and I'm gonna be honest, they just have really, really small lats. And so it's harder to connect to muscles, it's harder to get it to move. So like, what I'm finding with them is like a lot of their row movements are just like this, where the shoulder joint kind of stays still, and you get like so little lat movement in that. Like even though, yeah, the lat attaches to the back of the humerus, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I wanna get like how I'm teaching them, basically, I want to run through the different types of exercises that I'm doing in order to get them to engage and connect to their lats, and then kind of break it all down, kind of like how I would. So we'll get somebody in here that we can have too. So
Sweet.
should work good.
Sounds like a plan.
By the time that rolls around, we'll be at 16 weeks out from the comp,
Sweet.
and then chances are by then I'll probably have a bit of a calorie cut. We'll see. Everything's feeling fine so far. No diet fatigue, no gym fatigue, none of that shit. So shit's going smooth. Other than like this possible mild vertigo-esque shit. But we're getting blood work done later this week anyway, so we'll get that looked at and shit from there. So that's really it. I ain't got shit all. New workout plan, deload week, figuring shit out, progressing well. So far, so good. See you guys in a couple weeks.